Excited to have Dr. Dan join us right now from Sioux Falls Hypnosis. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm fantastic as well. I appreciate you coming in and joining us. And we're going to talk today about something that I could probably have like an honorary doctorate in this, being wrong. Just ask Heidi. I'm wrong all the time.
Right, but there's more to it than that. Because first, if you want to be happy, if you want to be okay, if you want to have friends, if you want to do well in the world, you have to be able to be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay?
And it's okay to be wrong.
And it's okay to be wrong. And that's really something, and we've touched a little bit about this when we've talked in the past. But that's a big issue because a lot of the things around us right now, a lot of the feedback we're getting, a lot of the things that we're seeing on social media and things like that, you don't have to be wrong anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. You can, and this is really a dangerous thing that's being sort of taught to all of us, is that it's okay to double down or triple down.
Well, and sometimes people try to change the facts. I'm like, well, facts don't really change. Opinions might.
Well,
but,
there's all kinds of strategies for how not to be wrong.
Yeah.
And so the first thing I'm suggesting here is that it's got to be okay for you to be wrong.
Yeah.
If it's not okay for you to be wrong, you will never learn anything. You cannot learn anything.
And you probably won't have a lot of friends because if every time you talk to somebody, you are the one that you're just stubborn and you won't admit, even when everybody knows you're wrong, you won't admit you're wrong. Is that somebody you want to hang out with?
Right. And so happiness, joy, bliss, fun, friends, these things will elude you if you cannot be wrong, if it's not okay for you to be wrong. And you have to be able to be wrong even when you think you might be right.
Yeah.
It's got to still be okay for you to be wrong. Yeah. And if it's not, that's something you might want to, well, you do. Again, happiness, joy, peace, all the things you really want in this life, it's going to elude you if you are unable to even consider the fact that you're wrong if you think you might be right. So that's one thing. But the second thing is you got to be able to be wrong well.
Yeah.
Do it easily, effortlessly.
Yeah.
You have to be able to be wrong. And one of the things that I work with people on is realizing that it's okay to be wrong, that you can do that, and that every time you're wrong, every time that you say something and you're just wrong, you don't know what the hell you're talking about or whatever, that is an opportunity, an amazing opportunity where you get to learn something new.
And you can grow from that.
About yourself
and
about others and about the world. It's this huge opportunity, but we don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
Most of the time when we're wrong, it feels very vulnerable and kind of threatening, and we feel like we're losing something. And what we need to do is begin to look at those opportunities as one of the precious handful of moments you get in any given day where you get to learn something about yourself, and you have an opportunity then to grow and become more, bigger, larger, whatever the case is. And it is only in those moments, and to be able to see them with a sense of curiosity and discovery and in feeling okay. And that's really the thing that holds people up, is that idea that I'm not okay if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough if I'm wrong. I'm not secure and safe if I'm wrong. And that's something that sometimes people need a little help working their way through, so that they can be wrong easily and they can be wrong well and usefully.
And the perspective from others. Think about this. There's a movie that's like probably almost 30 years old now, Toy Story. Mm-hmm. In that movie, Buzz Lightyear thought he could fly. And Woody pointed out, you can't fly. You're just falling with style. And at the end of the day, they're both right, because Buzz Lightyear was flying in his mind, but Woody was right. He's really not flying. He was just falling very gracefully, and it looked pretty cool. And sometimes when you're wrong, but you're also right a little bit. But, from a different person's perspective, they're going, but that's not right. You're not flying. You're just falling in style, or falling with style. And being right or being wrong the right way, I think, is a very talented, and it's a skillful thing that if it's done properly, you could become a politician.
And not only is it better for you, but it's better for everyone around you.
Yeah.
To be able to be wrong easily, to be able to be wrong comfortably,
and
to be able to and to voice that, and then to take that moment to learn. And, one of the things is, I don't know if there's I try not to get hung up, especially in my office, on ideas like right or wrong.
Yeah.
What I would tell people to stick with is what you're doing, is what you're thinking, is what you're feeling useful or unuseful?
There you go.
Is it useful or unuseful? Right or wrong, I don't know about that. That's a hard thing to land on. But is whatever's going on, is it useful to you or unuseful? And if it's unuseful, consider the fact that you might want to do something different.
Nice. If somebody listening, maybe they know they're in a rut where they're doing something that they would like to change. Changing habits can be hard. The nice thing is, working with Dr. Dan from Sioux Falls Hypnosis, changing habits can be a little bit easier, can it?
Yes, that's the whole goal. I always tell people it's my job to make it easy.
Here you go.
It's your job to decide that's what you want. It's my job to make it easy.
And as a very happy client, I can tell you things are much easier when you're utilizing hypnosis, because when I think I told you this ahead of time. We went into this, I was like, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is going to work.
I don't take it personally. It's okay.
But it was because I'd never really been exposed to it.
Yeah.
Only thing I knew about hypnosis was like I'd see people on a stage. I'm like, it's just a parlor trick. I'm like, this is not a big deal. And then we actually went through the process, and I'm like, that's really cool. Like, this is amazing. It's almost like I don't want to say magic, but it almost feels like it's
I had
magical.
a guy who just quit smoking, and it was his last session with me last night, and he was he wrote me this email, and he said, I don't know how the hell this works, but it works.
Yeah, it does, and it's amazing. If somebody listening would like help changing a habit, whether it's losing weight, quitting smoking, dealing with stress, what is the best way for them to connect with you?
You can find us on the net at SiouxFallsHypnosis.com, and you can get your contact information from there. You can give us a call directly at 605-702-6691. We're also on TikTok at Sioux Falls Hypnosis, Facebook at Sioux Falls Hypnosis. We'd love to hear from you.
Very nice. Again, SiouxFallsHypnosis.com. And if you're just catching the tail end of this program and you want to hear the rest of it, we've got this and all of the other episodes of this program available at SiouxFallsPodcast.com.